assuming you clicked on this video because you're on the hunt for your next apartment here in Dallas. This is going to be the most in-depth building tour of the Hamilton here in Deep Ellum that has ever been done on YouTube. We're going to be covering 4 floor plans, pricing, incentives, all of the amenities, all of the walkable entertainment, the bars and the restaurants. So that way you can get an idea on if the Hamilton could be a good choice for you. If it's your first time swinging by the channel, welcome. My name's Lucas. I'm the high-rise guy here in Dallas. And every single day, I got people blowing me up like you and 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 you, helping them find apartments and condos all throughout the Dallas area. So if you still have questions over anything that I cover, feel free to drop me a line. All of my information is below in the description. I'd be more than happy to help answer any questions that you might have. Without any further ado, let's go check out the Hamilton.
Welcome to the Hamilton right here off of Elm Street. And for those of you that are not familiar with Dallas, we are in the heart of Deep Ellum. So this is where all of the nightlife, bars, clubs, bottle service, strobe lights, sparklers, and just about anything that you can get your hands on can be found. And I actually have a close friend of mine that lives here at the Hamilton. I saw him the other night and I thought to myself, you know, I actually kind of like that building for particular reasons, which I'll cover in this video, but I'm also going to cover all of the walkable entertainment that's nearby. And I also made a Deep Ellum vlog video about a year ago that's less apartment centric and more entertainment centric. Basically just me walking around the streets of Deep Ellum with a selfie stick so that you can get an idea of the overall vibe and things to do in this neighborhood. And the Hamilton was built back in 2020. It has 310 units comprised of studios, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, and 3 bedrooms that all rest within 26 stories. And today I'm going to show you a studio, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and a 3 bedroom. So that way you can get an idea of the finish outs for all the different types of floor plans that they have. And then towards the end, we are going to cover the gym, the pool, lounge, and some of the other amenities. In terms of parking, your guests can park on the ground here, and then there is also metered parking around the perimeter of the building, and then resident parking will be on floors 2 through 6, as it is held secure with an arm and automatic gate. And the first floor plan we're going to take a look at today is going to be the S2 Studio up here on the 24th floor. So although it's tidy, I want you to get an idea of the view, as this will be the highest floor that we show today. All of the rooms are going to have vinyl plank in the common areas, tile in the bathrooms, and then carpet in your bedrooms. And all in all, this studio didn't bother me too much. It reminds me of the 650 square foot crash pad that I lived in over at the Katy this past year. So although it's small, I do like how the space is utilized by having a galley kitchen that makes it seem as if it is separated from the living and bedroom area. The next up is our A4 one bedroom, right under 800 square feet, coming in at just above $2,000 a month. And this unit is also facing a different direction than the studio that we just saw. So I want y'all to get an idea of the different highway view, because this one is also staged with a bunch of stuff in it. So you really get an idea of how much you can actually fit in here. And my favorite parts of this floor plan are two things. First, the fact that you can get floor to ceiling windows for $2,000, which, if you're familiar with Dallas, this is kind of crazy in terms of what you can get at high rises. But I also like how the shower head comes out of the ceiling. So you'll see it here in a second. Dallas apartment buildings typically use this as more of a penthouse feature, and the Hamilton elected to pull this into some of the standard units. So you'll see the shower here in a second. It's definitely tall people friendly. This is Lucas approved, which I can appreciate just being a taller guy at 6'6". So if you're normal sized or fun sized, this will just be a bonus. And now we've got one of our larger two bedrooms sitting at 1,485 square feet, and we're only on the 8th floor. So not as high as we've been on the previous plans, but still a pretty cool floor plan, as it's going to be one of the most expensive and largest two bedrooms. And when I walked in, I actually felt like I was in more of a townhome or a condo. I just think the window above the sink gives off that sort of vibe. And then you have a larger space just ahead of the kitchen island that could be used for dining, and then a built-in desk off to the side of the kitchen. What I like most about this floor plan is that it's on the corner of the building, so you get a lot of natural light coming into the living room, and then a huge tub shower combo behind the glass door in the larger bathroom. So you want to make sure to take note of that, because the other bathroom you'll see here in a sec is not directly connected to the bedroom. So if you're working from home and want to use the second room as an office, then this won't matter. But if you plan on having a roommate and splitting the bills, this will definitely be something worth talking about. And now our final floor plan will be the C1 3-bedroom. And this one's pretty dope. It's up here on the 20th floor. It opens up with a hallway leading you to the utility and the storage rooms, which then opens up to the huge living room. I didn't really care too much for the kitchen island in this one. I think the island in the 1-bedroom and the 2-bedroom that we saw earlier looked a little beefier. But aside from that, you still get the gas stovetops and all the rest of the bells and whistles that you saw in the other floor plans. I think it's kind of cool that the Hamilton has 3 bedrooms. Most high rises in Dallas just have 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms, so the variety was definitely appreciated.
I am doing absolutely everything I can to help you guys. I'm giving you the name of the building. I'm opening up the cupboards. I'm showing you the bars and the restaurants. The reason why is because when I moved to Dallas 5 years ago, I didn't have any of this, and I want the process to be simple for you. So if you're finding this video even remotely valuable, then feel free to shoot me a text, just like all of these people are doing. The reason why they're doing it is because I've got relationships with every single leasing team in the Dallas area, and I can help you capture additional incentives and move-in bonuses, which can help make your living situation just a little more affordable. The building incentivizes me to bring residents through the door, so it's not like you'd be cutting me a check for my services. That's being taken care of by the other party. So it's absolutely no sweat off your back to go ahead and reach out. If you're thinking about living at the Hamilton or any other building in the Dallas area, make sure to shoot me a text, and I will do absolutely the best that I can for you.
And now we're up on the amenity level, and you've got a pretty cool little walkway here after getting off the elevators that has a few seating pods with some monitors on the wall to follow along on why Dallas decided to trade Luka. But aside from that, when you get out onto the patio, you'll start feeling the poolside vibes. I think I counted 4 pergolas out here, 2 gas grills, and an ample amount of seating, which I love to see, especially being in more of an affordable high-rise. Some of the other affordable high-rises here in Dallas skimp out when it comes to keeping the amenities clean and fully stocked, so this was a breath of fresh air to see. And up next is the resident lounge, and when I walked in, I saw a few people in here working, eating lunch, and hanging out. There's a commercial grade bar here that is staffed during resident events and after hours, along with a larger hosting space that has gas burners. But my favorite part about it was the vending machine setup, and they had drinks and snacks inside. And this is a concept that I've also started seeing at other high-rises in Dallas, and I wouldn't be surprised if just about all of them have something like this within the next couple years. It's just super convenient for when you're on the run, and I love to see it. So next up is the gym, and I'll just say this one is not Lucas approved, but hear me out. I think the dumbbells only went up to about 45 pounds, and on the same token, y'all know that I'm just an apartment gym snob, and that's why I live at the Katy in Victory Park, which has the #2 apartment gym in all of Dallas. And with that said, the Hamilton still has a nice gym, especially if you just want to do some cardio, or if you don't feel like driving to your big box gym and just want to get a sweat in. This is still a pretty solid option, because when I walked in, everything was very, very clean and orderly. There was not a single dumbbell or attachment that was out of place. And after seeing just about every apartment gym in Dallas, this is a huge green flag, as to me, it's obvious that the Hamilton team and the residents care about upkeep and making sure that things are being left as they were found. And lastly, talking more about some of the entertainment that is literally right outside of your doorstep. You've got some fancy restaurants and then a few of the newer nightclubs. And I'll just say this. Deep Ellum is a poppin' area. Like back when I was in my 20s, back when I was in my prime, I was out here draining buckets. Some of them were free throws, others were just me shooting from half court. And as of now, I am more of a wise, seasoned gent, and I typically stay at my nest in Victory Park, but sometimes I do stray away from my nest to relive the glory days. You've also got some convenience stores, as well as some other stuff if you need a late night snack and you're trying to keep the party going.
Right, so that's going to be the Hamilton, and maybe you liked the building but you didn't like the area, or maybe you liked the area but you didn't like the building, which is fine because Deep Ellum isn't for everybody, which is why I made a video tour just like this one over some of the most popular high-rises here in Dallas. If you click on this playlist, you can watch every single one of them, which will be helpful if you're doing some more research. So with that, y'all stay out of trouble, and we'll catch you in the next video. Y'all be good.